Have you ever heard of any scary clown stories? Or have you ever wondered why some people are actually afraid of clowns? In popular horror movies such as It and Killer Clowns from Outer Space, clowns have been portrayed as abnormal creatures and aliens who enjoy murdering people. While the alien part may be a bit far-fetched, but there actually was a psychopathic murderer clown who killed over 30 people in the U.S. John Wayne Gacy, known as the Killer Clown, was one of the most infamous serial killers in the U.S. back in the 70s. Gacy was born in 1942 in Chicago, and as is the case with most serial killers, he had a troublesome childhood. As an adult, Gacy began to sexually harass teenage boys, and as a result, he was convicted to serve 10 years in prison. However, he showed decent behavior in prison and got released on parole, and went to live with his mother who'd recently lost her husband. He actually gained quite a positive reputation in his new neighborhood for helping the neighbors with menial tasks. He then established a part-time construction business which mainly employed young men or teenage boys. Gacy realized that he had plenty of opportunities to abuse young men, and his life took a dramatic turn. One day, he lured his first victim, a 16-year-old traveler, Timothy McCoy, into his car, promising to let him stay at his place for the night and drive him to the station in the morning. The next day, Gacy went into a fit of rage and stabbed McCoy to death after subduing him. According to Gacy, this was when he realized that death was the ultimate thrill and that killing gave him immense sexual pleasure. In 1975, after already having committed several murders, Gacy joined the Jolly Joker Clown Club. According to him, his two clown personas named Pogo the Clown and Patches the Clown were his way to regress into the childhood that he never had. Because of his voluntary work as a clown throughout the years of his murders, he would later become known as the Killing Clown. He continued luring young men into his house with the promise of a high-paying job in his company, drinks, drugs, or simply money for sex. Inside his house, he would try to gain the young man's trust by offering him drinks or drugs. Then he would bring a pair of handcuffs to show the victim a magic trick. After cuffing his victims, he would proceed to rape and torture the victim. Then he would strangle them and simply bury their remains in his house's crawl space. Sometimes he'd even wear his clown outfit and violate his victims while pretending to be a clown. Gacy's last murder, the case of Robert Peast, was very messy. He offered Peast a high-paying job in his company, and Peast agreed to meet with him to discuss terms in Gacy's house. However, Peast had already told his mother where he was going, and when he failed to return home after a few hours, his mother quickly got suspicious of Gacy and filed a report. The police proceeded to search Gacy's house after obtaining a warrant and uncovered irrefutable evidence of Gacy's involvement with the disappearance of numerous people in the past. They immediately arrested him with 33 charges of murder. Finally, 1994, he was executed by lethal injection. Do you think that John Wayne Gacy was actually a troubled individual who could have turned out differently had he received help? Or do you think that he was just a psychopath who clearly enjoyed violating and murdering young men?